How's everyone doing today? Man, it is cold out here, huh? Alright, so I just wanted to ask everyone something about judicial power. Alright? Judicial power is the power that the government uses to coerce the most rights. People think it's the legislative branch. That's not true. Of course, they're involved sometimes, and sometimes they're involved in doing a lot of good too. And so it's the judicial branch. I'm not trying to demean them. But people need to understand, I work in a law firm, and every day we work with constitutional law. And it's not pretty. There's a lot of corruption we see. Here's another question I have for you guys. Does a judge have the right to claim jurisdiction in a court?
No.
Thank you. Wow. All right. It was a good crowd. Most of you always say yes. In fact, 6 months ago, I would have told you yes. I'm a millennial. I'm 22. The school did an awful job at teaching me things. But, thank God I work for a great lawyer. And he's taught me some good things. And I'm telling you that the courts sometimes claim jurisdiction in places that they may not. They may even make rules that are not to be followed. Judges have to follow the same rules that everyone in this crowd would have to follow, according to our Constitution and the rules that they've set out. If a judge comes to you and says, oh, here's an extra rule you have to follow when you're making an appeal. I forget who it was in the crowd. I think it was you guys had the gun range. They just start adding rules that don't even exist. But because they're the judge, they think that they have some sort of special right that does not exist for them. So every day we work with, gun rights is something that I feel passionately about, and that's why I came to this, and that's why I'm representing the firm here. But we also work in a lot of other areas. We also do advocacy. Advocacy is something where we help the community under the American Disabilities Act, help people represent others who have disabilities in court. The way the legal system is working right now is there's lawyers and then there's judges. And lawyers and judges get to they have like a consolidation in power. They work together and all the decisions are made between them. So I'll tell you one thing about that system is the people have the least amount of power when it works that way. I mean, the amount of energy, time, resources, and money it takes to do a case is unbelievable. And anyone who's going through a case right now probably knows exactly what I'm talking about. I think that everybody, especially if you feel strongly about gun rights, and that's why I came, because I feel very strongly about gun rights. And it's really sad we lost Anton and Scalia. Big loss in the court, but hopefully, Trump won, so we got a big win there, right? Hope, we're going to get some good judges in there, hopefully, that are big Second Amendment people. People need to look up the rules that the court has to follow. See, there's the Constitution, there's the Washington State Constitution, there's the laws that they pass here at the legislative building. People also need to follow what court rules need to be followed. Who are your judges in your county? That's a lot of things that people don't pay attention to. We're all caught up looking at the president, the vice president, who's going to be the vice president, who's going to be the governor. But what about the judges in your county court? Because I'm telling you, they have more power over subjects like gun rights than most of the people that are on TV. Most of the people in this building, actually. Yeah, they can pass the laws, but who's enforcing it? The judge. And people need to be watching these judges like a hawk. And that's why I came down here and I got a chance to speak, and I got to tell you guys that everyone here should be absolutely watching their county judge, the Superior Court, all the Washington State courts, all the way up to federal. These judges are, we also work in foreclosure fraud, and that's a little bit out of gun rights, so that's why I'm not going to get too far into that. But they make their own rules sometimes. I mean, I'm not joking. It sounds like I'm just coming out here and saying some mad conspiracy. But the truth is they can slide by because a lot of people don't understand the rules in their area or the constitutional rights that they have. And if we all just acknowledged it, we'd have so much more power as the people. And that's exactly what we need. If we want to pay attention to things like gun rights, we need to be watching these judges like hawks. making sure that they're following the rules, following the Constitution, and that they are not lawmakers. There's a reason we have a separation of powers. In fact, that's something we're working with right now, a court case. It's about the lawyer I'm working for. They told him to limit his appeal to 30 pages, and that if he wanted to do that, he would have to show up to the court with 30 pages. And he said, "There's no law that says that." We actually quoted the Federalist Papers in the brief we sent into the court. He said, "You guys are not lawmakers. You don't have the right to do that." I was listening to the story about the gun range, and I was thinking, this is exactly the same. This is exactly what I see every day, and this is happening with the guns too, just like it's happening with a lot of other things. If we get these judges, if we watch them closely, I'm telling you, we'd have a lot more power, and that's what I came here to say. Thank you guys. Go see how.